Welcome back to Crispy's Projects, and I'm finally working on the T5 van again. And what I'm doing now is going to prep it for paint. So as you can see, it looks a little bit tatty because I started last November. I decided I was going to paint it in a week and the weather was just atrocious and I should have known better. So I've sanded down some bits and now they're looking a bit worse for wear. So I'm going to have to take that back to bare metal. So as you might see, I've already fitted a bit of a front spoiler. That's going to be in another episode. This episode is purely prep, ready for paint. So I've filled in a few little stone chips here and there and just sanded it down so you can sort of see there. That's a bit of dirt, a couple of little ones here and there, and I've actually gone through some of the more deeper stuff and just put a little bit of spray paint over the top just to get it through the winter to make sure it wasn't harmed too much. So we can just sort of see where it's fine. So I've tackled a couple of the rust spots. Now what looked like a little bit of a dot has actually expanded underneath the paintwork. So I've took that right back to metal and I'm using a 2K spray because this one sticks a little bit better than the Selly based stuff. I'll still put a couple of coats of 1K over the top of it, but 2K just seems to stick so much better. And just a couple of little thin coats because we're only doing the base onto the metal. Just going to apply a little bit. So I've left that for a day to dry. I've just put a little bit of black satin over there, just so I've got some form of guide. So I'm going to sand. You notice I've also peeled that off, which is no more than just putting a little bit of a plastic scraper underneath, pulling it off, and then rubbing all the sticky stuff off. But luckily I have got a proper orbital sander, which is quite good. It takes standard 150. You can just see where it's raised there, so we'll be able to see the definitions. Just see the difference of the black. It's probably the undercoat on here. But you can just see how that fades in, that line. But I think that's alright, so I'm going to put a couple of coats. Next up is going to remove this little section there, which is the lock and the handle. I'm still not sure whether that bit's going to get painted or not, but it needs to come off either way. So there's little M8 splines, so there's one of those ones. There's one there, and there seems to be two on the handle. And that's got the wiring for the lamps on it. So I'm going to leave the lock still there. One in there. Actually, it needs some new LEDs, so that's going to be alright to mask up. I'll just keep that bit clean, take that plate off. To get this back badge off, looks like there's no bolts in there, so it must be glued. So I've got some really thick fishing wire, and we're just going to put that behind. Right, got that through now, just got that behind, and let's just move it and hope it sort of cuts through. Oh yeah, that's made. Little plastic scraper thing. Yeah, that's made a difference to it. Most of it's coming off by hand. So it'll just be the last little bit. That might actually be the original one. It's quite good quality. And then a little bit of panel wipe and it's mince. So you can see where it's been painted in the past. There's a little bit of a scuff mark there where it's just overlapped. So both doors have been painted at some point, but that's not an issue. So I'm just going to mask over that, do a mask line over here. These windows aren't great anyway, so I'm going to do something with those. Most of the panels, if not all the panels, with 180, yeah, 180, just to rough that up, ready for the paint. One thing I've almost forgot, I need to get the door handle out. So the door handle is basically, barrel's got to come out to be able to move this little cable that holds it. So there's a little T25 in there. So we get a T25 up, pull the handle all the way out, and undo the screw pretty much until it stops, and it moves a little bit of a C-clip across till it locks. So I'd say about there. You can see how that then doesn't settle all the way back, so barrel will then come out. There's a little cable on there, pull that off. You can use the same screwdriver. And don't push that inside because you're going to need that to open up the door. Pull it out. And just wiggle it. And then out she comes. I'm going to take the little black washers off as well. Keep them together. But that's been painted over before. So this door's definitely been painted sometime before I had it. And just shove it in the car. Just remember, that is the runner for the glass. Of getting a decent finish is putting a lot of prep time in. So if you manage to get yourself a decent sander, that's fine, or whatever sander you're going to use. Bulk buy a load of sanding discs suitable for whatever you're using, and don't be frightened to change them. So once they start wearing out, you notice a massive difference putting a new one on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put some Ideal primer, so you don't buy that in rattle cans. What I am using a gun. Only because I've got it, and because I've got an actual air compressor, it actually makes more sense. So all I'm doing is put some thicker primer on all these bits that I sort of prepped the other day when it was raining, just to get it semi-high and be able to leave it to dry. And I'll be able to go and work on the other side while it's dry. That's most of the basic prep work done before paint. I've never been a real fan of the front bumper, and I'm also not much of a fan of putting later front ends on a lot of vehicles, because I like to keep it period correct, which is more important once it starts getting into the classic range and you've already lost all those original parts. Starting just prepping some of the paintwork, so either putting on a really thick coat of high build primer over the scratches ready for rubbing down, almost like using it as filler, and also knocking out some of the dents where stuff would quite obviously fall in over inside the vehicle. And another thing I'd like your input in is what I'm going to do with the interior, because at the moment it's got 3 standard seats in the front and then another row of fixed seats with what can only be described as budget airline legroom, and of course the bulkhead. So if you could tell me what I should be doing with the back end of this, because just realistically nothing fits in the back here. People ask me to move couches, fridges, wardrobes, nothing fits because it's about 1.6, 1.7 in depth with the extra row of seats. So there's not really a load of room in there. Because I am thinking of maybe selling it. I'm still not too sure because I don't use it a lot. I'm not a massive fan of going camping, so it's more of a utility vehicle for me for just throwing stuff in the back. If you can give me some suggestions of what you might have done with yours or what you'd like to do, come and leave them in the comments below. Think about subscribing because there's going to be some more videos on getting this paintwork done. So in the next video, I'm definitely going to be fitting the front valance. So please consider subscribing, give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to carry on pondering what I'm going to do with this little area. And I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra!